Blah. Ah!
No. But I got you to click on the video. How's it going, everybody? I am Rogueran. Welcome back to another video, and we're going to be talking about what's in the title, which I unapologetically made complete clickbait. We're talking about the new Windows 11 thing. Now, you may be wondering, why is the Linux guy talking about Windows? And that's because I can't get away from it. God, I have tried so hard. But anti-cheat games are just... I just refuse to work, and I can't run them in a VM because my computer isn't strong enough. So yes, I do occasionally boot into Windows. It's not very often, it's like once in a blue moon, but there's like 3 or 4 games I have that I have to have Windows to play, which sucks, but it is what it is. So I've heard about this new Windows 11 release, and I've seen some content. There's a lot of it out there from people like Linus Tech Tips, even Chris Titus Tech, I think, made a video on it. Gardner Bryant made a video on it. But yeah, there's been some people making videos about it, and I wanted to throw my hat into the ring because I got some thoughts as well. So we're gonna look at it. I don't actually have it, and I don't have a VM set up, and I don't really have a good enough computer to run a VM in any reasonable way, shape, or form. So this will be fun. So basically, rather than looking at it from like from my own install, I'm just going to be talking about what I've seen from other people using it. So let's start with the UI. The UI looks good. Not great, though. It looks better than Windows 10, which isn't a very high bar to beat. It's still pretty inconsistent. There are some places that have really sharp boxed corners, and then other things like the windows have rounded corners, which is weird and inconsistent. Make them all rounded or make them all sharp. One or the other. I haven't seen anything about dark mode. I wonder if they fixed it, because Windows 10 dark mode sucks. It is super inconsistent. Some windows are dark gray, others are pure AMOLED black. Others just don't turn black at all. So, yeah, dark mode's been fun on Windows. It's terrible looking, so I just use the light mode on Windows when I use it, because consistency is better than some dark mode and some not. I will say, though, the colors that they've chosen for like the different folders and such, I do like. They look really nice. It's not a bad color scheme. Settings menu is still weird. I don't like their new settings menu. I miss the old one. The old one was better because everyone knew where stuff was. The new settings menu is just confusing. It's not really well laid out, and it's more annoying to get to more advanced settings. It's easier for day-to-day use, but anyone who's a power user, it's a much more complicated and has extra clicks that you just don't need. Gardner Bryant brought up this point in his video of the mouse cursor, how the boxes on the settings menu kind of fade in to where your mouse cursor is, and it just looks weird. I don't get it. And I think he's bothered by it a bit more than I am. I just think of it as just looking kind of odd and kind of a weird design choice. He seems to be absolutely disgusted by it, so we're in the same boat if we don't like it, but I think he likes it significantly less than I do. Now, as for under the hood, Linus Tech Tips made a video where they played a game while using the new Windows 11 in a virtual machine, and it seemed to run games fine. Performance seems to be about what you'd expect for the bloated mess that is Windows. Compatibility is exactly what it is, because it's literally just Windows 10. Surprise! Windows 11 is just Windows 10 with a new skin slapped on top, which was Windows 8 with a new skin slapped on top, which was Windows 7 with a new skin slapped on top, which was Windows Vista with a new skin slapped on top, which was Windows XP with a new skin slapped on top. Yeah, Windows has not changed since XP. Essentially, the ways Windows work is every new version, they take the same thing and they just add stuff on top. Windows still has exploits and bugs from Windows XP that cannot be fixed without rewriting the entire thing. which they will never do because it would break legacy software, even though most people using legacy even though most people using legacy software probably have not updated past Windows XP or Windows 7. Moving on from the performance side though, some other stuff about Windows 10 that I'm totally not just making up off the top of my head because I didn't write a script or anything for this and thought of it at the last minute just to try to catch on the wave in order to try to hold on to some sort of semblance of relevancy. Even though I'm not actually a big channel, I'm just hoping that someone will like my videos. Please, please, please watch my videos, please. I'm trying so hard. I want to be, I want to do something people care about. I love making videos. Please, please don't make me stop. Please, 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 please. I don't know where that came from. Now, another big elephant in the room about Windows is the rumor going around that Windows is going to become a subscription service. So you'll have to pay a monthly fee to keep using it, which I have not seen any proof of that happening. At the same time, I wouldn't put it past Microsoft to do that. I don't think they're going to, but I also wouldn't put it past them to do that. To me, it just seems like a really dumb move, especially since supposedly Windows 10 users whose computers meet the minimum requirement for Windows 11 will be getting the update for free. At least I think that's what the thing said that I read. So yeah, having it become a subscription model just seems weird, even for Microsoft. But at the same time, Microsoft's a weird company that does really dumb stuff all the time, so who knows? And if that does happen, hi, I'm your local Linux VTuber. I'll teach you how to switch to it. Please subscribe for more video content related to Linux. I should really make a video about how to install Linux. I think I can now, actually. I can just hook my computer video output to a capture card. That may be upcoming. Hit subscribe. Stay up to date on the videos and hit the bell. I may be making a video about how to install Linux. But yeah, the whole subscription model thing, I don't think it's gonna happen. It could. It might. There's no real proof about it. There is a subscription service they're starting that includes Windows, but it's not for Windows. It's for the subscription of Windows with all these other services. It just happens to include an activation code for Windows 10. So maybe that's what people are talking about. And if that's the case, whoops, making a mountain out of a molehill in that case. But yeah, honestly, Windows has been going downhill for a while now. I think ever since the update from 7 to 10 or to 8, it's just not been a good time to be a Windows user. Everything's just been progressively getting worse and worse. 8 was terrible. 8.1 did not fix things. 10 was a little bit better, but still worse than 7. And 11 is just copying Linux at this point. I mean, seriously, look at the Windows 11 desktop environment and then look at like GNOME 40 or look at KDE Plasma. Do you see my issue here? Windows has the Linux kernel built into it. That's how you have the Windows subsystem for Linux, which I still think should have been called Linux subsystem for Windows. I said subsystem. I can't speak. Words are hard. But with the newest update to Windows subsystem for Linux, you can run graphical Linux applications in Windows. Seriously, Microsoft. Just use the source code that you have available to you that the rest of us don't because you're closed source, and make a proprietary alternative to Wine that works better than Wine and has a ton more app compatibility. And just make Windows a Linux distribution. Just call it a day. Just do that, call it a day. Let people do what they want with their operating system. You already don't seem to give a shit if people buy it or not by having Windows freely available to download. And all you just have to do is that you can't change some personalization settings and you have a little annoying watermark in the corner. But other than that, it's full-fledged Windows. So, yeah, clearly you don't really care about making money off Windows. You care more about the money from these services on Windows. So just make it a Linux distribution. Let people do whatever they want already. Sell your software to people on Linux, because surprisingly, people on Linux will buy a lot more software than you think. I've bought so many games because they had Linux support. I got Celeste. I got for free on Epic Game Store before I started using Linux. I swapped to Linux. I bought Celeste again because I wanted the native Linux version. So I've literally bought that game twice. Well, no, I've bought it once. But I had it for free, and I bought it again from itch.io because I wanted to have it natively on Linux. And by the way, that game is great. Definitely recommend getting that game. Two thumbs up. If you like 2D platformers, it is a great one. It is hard as balls, but it's a great game. I still have not beaten it because I suck at video games, despite being a streamer. Don't question it. But that is going to wrap up today's video. I know it's a little bit of a short one. Just wanted to throw that out there. Also, I have something else I need to record today, and I need to have this edited the same day as well as record that other video. So hopefully I will be able to have a little bit of a backlog built up. Probably not though, because I don't think I'll have time to edit it. So, oops. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like button and hit subscribe to get notified when I upload new videos. Hit the bell to actually get notified. And check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/itsrogran to see me play some video games while streaming on Linux if you want to see how that looks. Spoiler, it looks exactly the same as Windows because it's the same software. It's just OBS. Anyway, so I'll see you guys over there. Thanks for watching. Peace out.